What's up, you guys? As most of you know, I'm a cardio buff. I firmly believe that a high level of cardio will help you maintain a standard of leanness that you wouldn't otherwise be able to maintain. That means your diet doesn't have to be pinpoint accurate down to every macronutrient, and it gives you some flexibility in terms of what you're doing over the course of the year, because your cardio is always a priority. So you don't go through big bulking phases where you're looking all sloppy and you got to wear sweats to the gym because you're all looking out of shape, and then going through long cut phases and messing up your metabolism going through those changes. Rather, having a steady standard over the course of the year where you don't fluctuate that much from peak condition. So in 2 or 3 weeks notice, you can go from within that 5% variation to as good as you can look very quickly. So what we want to look at here is some techniques that I use for myself to keep my stomach flat year round, because obviously that's what we want. We want to look good in the mirror all year round. We don't want big fluctuations that mess up our metabolism. We want to maintain a steady level of conditioning throughout the year, which is what most of us want. Most of us don't want to be the biggest Herculean person that we can be. And if you do, and you're not putting in the work to do that, you're not piling on, 5,000-6,000 calories and spending 2 and 3 hours, in the gym lifting weights, then you're wasting your time anyway. So why not maintain an athletic standard of living that you can maintain throughout the year? So this workout is going to be a workout that I did actually with one of my clients, and it's going to be a chest workout and some cardio. And granted, we're in my studio, so we have open access to everything, so we can go back and forth between the chest workouts and cardio and not have to worry about anybody interrupting our workout. You can structure it slightly different if you're in a gym that's crowded, or if you're in any fitness center where there are other people present that may come over and take your weights and take your bench or take your treadmill or whatever you're using. And there's various ways to structure this, but we'll get to that in the video. So you guys enjoy, take down some notes, and put it to practice, man, because I promise you it works. If you keep your cardio standard high, you keep a high level of fitness, you keep a fairly high VO2 max, but you maintain your resistance work, which means you're still pushing heavy weight, you're going to be able to look lean and trim and keep a flat stomach all year round. There's nothing worse than having big old muscles and a big old gut. You know what I'm saying? This way, your shoulders and your arms will always stand out over your stomach because you have good, well-developed muscles in those areas, and you keep your stomach trim. It's the best way to do it. So you guys watch the video. I'll catch up with you later.
All right, y'all. First off, I want to give a shout out to my boy Kiarash, who in 2017 lost about 75 pounds in 8 months. This young kid, man, put in a lot of work to change his health and his lifestyle so that he can live longer, man. So, he's got some bad genetics that played a part in the weight gain, but ultimately he turned it around and now he's headed in the right direction. So shout out to Kiarash, man. He did not have a background in lifting weights though. So once we got that weight off, I told him we were going to work on building some lean muscle. So what we're doing today in this workout is a chest and cardio workout that we're going to use so that once he's building this lean muscle, he'll be able to maintain a cardio base so that he doesn't add back fat with the muscle. So we're doing right here a warm-up row, and we'll go back and forth between the row machine because it's going to help work our back and the actual bench press. So I like to do this because it's a push-pull, and if you do a chest day, a lot of times you spend time just wandering around and doing stuff, and you spend a lot of time waiting to rest because you need that rest period in between your repetitions. So what we're going to do is an active rest where we're actually on the row machine getting some cardio in between our sets of bench. And so we're doing a reverse pyramid today where we're going to do a heavy weight with the least amount of reps. We're starting off, he's starting off with what's that, about 125 pounds, 115 pounds, and he's doing 20 reps. And you should do a weight where you have to break it up a little bit. So we're gonna do 20 reps at this first weight, and then we're gonna go and row for 100 calories, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna do a lighter weight. We're gonna take one plate off, and we're gonna go up to 25 reps, and then we're gonna row again, and so on and so forth. So just a progressive lighter weight, higher reps with cardio in between. So we're gonna fatigue ourselves some, get our heart rate up some, and get a muscle pump while we're at it. As you can see, I start off here with 245 pounds. I break it up into 3 sets, and these are quick breaks. So we're gonna take breaks. We're gonna break up the sets, because you don't want to completely kill yourself on the first couple reps. So take a couple breaks, but make them short. Make them 10, 15, 20 seconds tops before you go back down to do the rest of your presses. You want to get a pump, but you don't want to wear yourself out, because remember, we're still doing other stuff after we get done with this bench press and row. So you want to save your chest. You don't want to burn it out in your first couple of sets. So I think I did like 9 and then 6 and then 5 reps and you'll notice, if you look over the course of this video, you'll notice that pump coming into the shoulders and the arms, and you'll feel it, especially if you do a row machine. You'll feel it over the course of the workout, where you're getting that pump in the front, in the chest, and the shoulders, even in the bicep area, because that blood is kind of overflowing into that area, but also in the back as well. So you're getting kind of a push-pull workout, getting some cardio in as well. Now, as I mentioned before, we're able to go freely between the bench press and the row machine. If you're at the gym, what I would suggest is, if you have a workout partner, one of you guys do bench while the other person does the row, or a treadmill, or a walk, walking at incline, or stairmaster, or elliptical, whatever you decide to do as cardio, a kettle swing, it doesn't matter. But one of you do one while the other person does the other, and then you switch based on a certain period, a certain time frame. Now, that would mean that you have to be adept at using the bench press and knowing how many reps you can do, because we wouldn't want you getting hung and getting stuck with a bar on your chest. I know how to do that because I've done a lot of bench press by myself. So I'm not really worried about getting a bar stuck on my chest. I also do not put collars on the ends of the bar for that very reason. If I do get stuck, all I have to do is tilt my core and drop the weights off one side, and then drop the weights off the other side, while making sure nobody's in the area. You don't want to drop a bunch of weights on somebody's foot. But you just want to make sure that you're able to do the weight, which is why you break the sets up and you don't go to absolute failure. Remember, there's still quite a bit of work left to be done. So we started the workout off with a warm-up row of 100 calories. It took me about 3.5 minutes to do my row. So as we get into the workout, I'm going to progressively work my way down in time on these 100 calorie rows. Every row that we do, the interval will be 100 calories. So if you do it by calories, you know how much effort you have to put in. You could do time, but you could be over there going through the motions and did not put the same amount of effort in. So what you want to do is energy versus time, so that you're not wasting a bunch of time just kind of going through the motions. You want to be putting in the work when you're on that row machine and focusing on retracting those back muscles and really squeezing the back muscles, so that you're getting that blood and that pump into your back muscles. Now, this is not back day, but it's a good supplement. It's okay to do, back exercises on multiple days throughout the week. So this is our second row. My first one was about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I think I got this one down to just over 3 minutes. So it was like 3:10 or to 3:12 or something like that. And we're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. It takes a while to warm up, especially on chest day. It's usually early in the week. You come in, your body's tight and stiff from, maybe not doing anything on Sunday. So it takes a little while to get warmed up. And this is also beneficial because doing that row machine is actually going to help to get some blood flow to those muscles and get you nice and warmed up, get some lubrication to your joints to help prevent injury and just wear and tear on your joints and muscles. So now we're back to the bench press, and Kiarash is going to go here, and now we're doing 25 reps at a lighter weight. So he's now down to, I think, 105 pounds. 60, 45. Yeah, 105 pounds. And, you know, it's going to be tough. I had to help him on a few reps here, and that's fine. But, you know, you should have to really put in some work to get through these reps now. And so now it's my turn, and I'm now at 195. And I'm just trying to rep it out. Now, as these sets go, because you're decreasing the weight, you should be able to get closer and closer to that number before you have to stop. So with us only increasing the reps by 5 but decreasing the weight significantly, you should be able to get closer and closer to doing those reps non-stop. Now if you can do them all non-stop, then you probably need to just move up in weight. So you have to gauge how much weight you do based on how many reps, and you'll see that it's really not because of failure, it's because of the burn. And when you're trying to build muscle, it's not necessarily about how much weight you can do, it's about how much weight you can control through the repetitions. So you want to be able to control the weight throughout the repetitions, and you want to get a pump and a burn. That's how you build muscle. It's not just about doing as much weight as possible, it's about having your muscles, isolating the muscles, getting your mind muscle connection to push that weight with the muscles you're trying to target. So right now we're targeting chest, we're targeting shoulders, and we're targeting also triceps. Your triceps are going to be kind of collateral damage in a chest workout, but they're getting work in. So it should burn. You should have to stop because of the burn, not because you cannot do the weight. If you're this early in the workout and you can't do the weight at all, then you probably went too heavy. So this is about knowing your body, knowing how much weight you can do, but how much weight you can control and do the reps properly. That's the most important thing, is doing proper reps. So we dropped the plate off, and now we're moving down back to the row, and we're going to fast forward through some of these reps, getting through them fairly quickly so the video doesn't take too long. And we're going to on this row, I actually picked up some time, so I think I got down about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, I think it was. So about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, pushing hard, starting to get warm, starting to get loose, getting that heart rate up, so that you're burning some fat, burning some calories during this workout. Because chest day, man, on a normal chest day, you're not going to burn any fat. You're building muscle, but you're not going to burn any fat. Adding this cardio in is going to help a lot. And remember, you can always do all of your cardio at the beginning. So we had a 500 calorie row. Either you can do 250 at the beginning, 250 at the end, or you can do 500 at the beginning or 500 at the end. There are various ways to add cardio to your workout and make sure you're getting the good burn, body fat burn, while you're building muscle. And so now I'm down to only 145 pounds, and I'm going to do 30 reps. And right now it's just about pumping blood into those muscles, getting a nice burn. I end up having to break these up. I think I might be get to 15 or 20 reps before I have to stop. But the burn, man, the burn is real. And you know, that's how you build muscle, is to get hypertrophy through reps. Not about doing a bunch of weight that you can't control, arching your back, breaking down your form, you know, recruiting other muscles that you don't need to use. A lot of people are doing too much weight on the bench press, and that's why you're not building muscle, because you can't control the weight. It doesn't matter if you can do, you know, 245 arching your back and doing all kind of sloppy stuff, and you know, turning it into a decline because you arched your back so much, and almost throwing your back out, you're not going to get bigger. That's not how it works. You have to be able to control the weight all the way down and all the way up. Some of these reps I'm not even touching my chest. And it's okay to touch your chest to get that full range of motion, but it's not necessary. So we're going to drop the weight here. We're going to go back to the row machine. And so now we're back on the row machine. We're going to hit this fast forward again. So I think I worked my row down on this rep to about 3.5 about 3.5 minutes or 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes here on this row, because I was really feeling it and trying to push every time. Now I'm looking at the clock and seeing how quickly I can get through those 100 reps so that I can continue to try to improve my time. Now fatigue is starting to set in now, because this is our third time over here, or fourth time actually. So fatigue is starting to set in, but you can see that pump in the shoulders and the chest area, and we're still getting the cardio in. But like I said, if you don't have the access to be able to go back and forth freely without somebody stealing your spot, then by all means hit all of your cardio at the beginning or at the end, or do half and half, or do a third. However you want to split it up, that works for you and your workout center, gym, whatever it may be. And remember to always challenge yourself. If you're doing a row machine, if you're doing a Stairmaster, if you're doing an elliptical, you got to be challenging yourself, man. The problem I see with a lot of people is that they don't really challenge themselves when they're doing cardio, and then you're not really in shape. And that's why a lot of people avoid cardio, because they're not in good enough shape. They don't challenge themselves on a regular basis. Right now we're building muscle and burning fat at the same time. We're not getting outrageous amounts of cardio, but we're getting good cardio in. 2.5, 3 minutes. I mean, that's not a huge amount of cardio, but it's going to help us burn some fat, and it's going to help us develop our back muscles by doing these rows. So now we're back on the bench press, and Kiarash here is down to 1 plate left. So this is going to be our last set here, and he's doing 65 pounds. But now that we've done it so many times, you got so much fatigue, so much burn, and yeah, that row is still taking some out of what we're doing on the bench press, just in general overall fatigue. And so now I'm down to 95 pounds. So on this round, I think I get all 50 reps. I just kind of gutted it out, did all 50 reps straight. Because we jumped up to 50 reps on the last set. So we did 20, 25, 30, and then the last set we did 50, just to make sure we got a good, nice burn for the duration of the bench press workout. And I'll tell you what, man, there is a lot of burn going on right now. You see me start kicking my legs, it's because it's burning. It's not because I can't do the weight, but man, the burn will burn you into submission. That's how much burn is going on. And so at the end of this set, we'll go back to the row. And I think I managed, a couple more 2 minutes and 30 second rounds, between 230 and 240, and just kept working at it. So this will be our last time on the row machine. So then after this one, we went and did some incline press and some combination incline flies to close grip press. I'll put those in a future video, but I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to stop it here after we get done with this row. But anyways, guys, do everything. If you've watched my YouTube channel before, I'm a big proponent of doing some of everything. Do cardio. You could go swimming before you go in the gym and lift weights. It doesn't matter, man, but make sure that you focus on your cardio as well as your resistance training if you want to be the best and do the best that you can. So that'll be the end of this video, man. I hope to see you guys around. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.